we are going to start this evening off, of course, ladies and gentlemen, with our first award this evening. So I'd like to ask to join me up on stage here a couple of members from the Reed Spring Schools Foundation, Miss Becky Sellers and Mr. Jason Barnes, who are going to present the Wolf in the Darkness Award.
Since 2021, the Reed Spring School Foundation has awarded a $10,000 scholarship each year to a student who quietly does great works to help the community and the school. A student who does not seek the spotlight, who works behind the scenes, a true wolf in the darkness. Tonight, we honor a community member for displaying those same characteristics for a lifetime, in hopes that everyone sees that community service and selfless kindness as valuable and worthwhile lifelong pursuits. On behalf of the Reed Spring School Foundation, I am honored tonight to introduce our 2023 Wolf in the Darkness. Our honoree lives a life of service, acting for the benefit of others, and lives out the Bible verse, "Love is kind," by being friendly, generous, warm-hearted, and understanding. If we've kept the secret well, this person does not know they are getting an award tonight and will be surprised. For your first clue, this year's Wolf in the Darkness is employed by the Reed Spring School District. Maybe not as big a clue in this group, but listen closely for more clues to come. Amelia Earhart said, "A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and sprout trees." So each prayer, each hug, each smile, each song, each minute and morsel shared throws out roots that sprout trees. If that's true, with the enormous number of kindnesses done in our honoree's life so far, we would need to drive for days to get out of the forest she has created. I think I just heard another clue. The people who nominated her say things about her like, "The most selfless woman I've ever gotten to meet. Truly a blessing. Nicest woman on the planet. So passionate about every wolf who has been or will be in the Reed Spring School District, and constantly finding new ways to serve others around the community." One nomination summed up all the others really well. You cannot find a more deserving human for this award. Let's look at a few specific examples of her roots being thrown. She has been a faithful, active member of her church for 35 years. Friends from church say they could count on one hand the number of Wednesday and Sunday services that she has missed. Thank you. She starts each day putting on every piece of the full armor of God. She has served her church and its members faithfully, especially providing food for those who are sick and for families after funerals. One friend said, "Her meals have the power to turn your whole day around." With joy and without complaint, she feeds both the bodies and the souls of everyone she touches. Staff and students praise our Wolf in the Darkness. From her ever-present prayer boxes on top of the refrigerators and prayer meetings before school, through her delicious dishes to her feisty sense of humor, including some pranks, co-workers delight in her beaming presence. She has sung happy birthday to kids in her lunch line and paid overdrawn meal accounts out of her pocket. One person said, "As a student, I never left the cafeteria without a warm smile and words of encouragement. As an employee of the district now, those smiles have become hugs and cinnamon rolls." Those stories come over and over again from students and staff, but never from her. Many people in this room have benefited from her prayers and her love. With 2 daughters, 5 stepchildren, countless grandchildren, and more great-grandchildren all the time, there are many, many trees sprouting in her family. In fact, one person in this room calls her mom. Her grandkids call her Nana, and many of the students in her lunch line and other people around her call her Miss Shirley. Her big and very public kindness is the annual Thanksgiving dinner that Shirley organizes. What started as a way to push through a sad occasion and try to feed 100 people the first year when only 11 showed in the snow, has turned into a feast for 600 plus, with groceries and hygiene items available, as well as deliveries to more than 125 different locations in multiple counties last year. With community gifts and contributions, plus help from volunteers and family members, Shirley puts on a feast of love and kindness with a lot of delicious food on the side. The older her grandkids get, the more the responsibilities of the Thanksgiving kitchen they get, and the more visiting and loving and kindness Shirley gets to do during the community event. This has led to monthly shopping trips with neighbors, a kid with a feeding tube who started eating solid foods, new friends to volunteer, and on as roots shoot out and trees sprout up around Shirley wherever she goes. When I call her name, would our honoree please come to the podium to be recognized? The Reed Spring School Foundation's 2023 Wolf in the Darkness is Shirley West Mease. So we're going to get a couple pictures and we're going to give Shirley an opportunity to say something if she wants to, but before we do that, I have a request. If Amelia Earhart was right and each kindness throws out roots that lead to trees, I invite you to stand if you can be counted as a tree in Shirley's forest. Please stand if you've been blessed by her prayer box and prayer time. Stand if you've been blessed by her hugs and her help, by her love and her lunch money, and of course by her fantastic food. Shirley West Mease, I give you a little look into your forest and a giant thank you for being so generous with your kindness and your love.